What's up, y'all? This is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. A major relationship issue is many men lack sovereignty. Many men lack sovereignty. And I always talk about sovereignty on Saturdays, but it's kind of funny. A lot of guys don't watch it, but all I had to do is do one video where it even looked like I'm talking trash about women, and shit, that shit blows up. But the real issue, too many men lack sovereignty. And, because I was just thinking about that this morning. I was actually going to talk something else, but let's just say there was a lot of little things that happened. And I was like, hold up, man. Too many of these men out here ain't thinking in terms of being sovereign. Even, I'm going to tell you what, let's just be real. All these men out here bitching about 304s and everything from 304s to modern women. They ain't being traditional. Talking about, I got to go overseas for a woman who's going to submit. Pookie and Ray Ray. Oh, wow, all the women going for Chad and Tyrone. Man, all that says is, as a man, you like sovereignty. If you talking all that shit and blaming the women, blaming everybody else instead of looking at yourself. Look, let me talk about the submission thing. Why would a woman submit to a man who can't even lead? Let's just be real, man. A lot of dudes who talking all that shit, they ain't leaders themselves. They can't even lead their own life. They ain't even sovereign in their own life. Let's just be real. Yeah, I said it. Because I was too nice. I've been too nice. Way too nice. Way too nice. And everything happening now, we need men to step the fuck up. But a lot of men don't. They want to blame everybody. Like I said, that submission thing. They want the women to submit, but they ain't capable of leading. Let me explain something about submission. If a woman submit to a man, that mean that man got responsibility for her. That's his responsibility. He got to lead her. And shit, he ain't just responsible just for her to cook for him and shit. He responsible for her well-being. Now, some men say they got a problem with that. Then why the fuck should a woman submit to you? You ain't worthy to be a king. Motherfuckers want to be a king and shit, can't even act like a pauper. Shit. Yeah, I'm just saying this shit because I'm going to tell you what, I told you. There's been too many times in my life I had to step up when other men didn't. And I ain't not even about just taking care of women's shit. On streets I lived on, I had to be the one to say some shit to some motherfuckers starting some shit around there. I had to be the one to go for them and shit. I'm like, well, what the fuck are y'all? Too many motherfucking times. So that shit, that's a personal shit. And I see all this shit, because all of it's still related to the same thing. All this relationship stuff. Everybody want to blame the women, but see, a man don't blame a woman. A woman who going to be who she going to be. Are you going to be a man she going to submit to? Or are you going to be a man that lead her, that guide her? I don't care what the women say. Shoot, even these so-called independent women. I've yet to meet one that didn't submit to a man who said zip it and acted like a leader. No, now I ain't even going to use the word act. Be a leader. Shit. Because that's the problem. I'm seeing that too much. And yeah, I'm going to say some shit about motherfuckers think, well, I'm going to go overseas and I'm going to get me a traditional woman. Man, those women overseas traditional because the men over there are stepping the fuck up. And even then, you better act like the men over there if you want some. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, spam my damn page and shit, man. Because I know y'all start some shit in another country, the men over there gonna fuck your asses up. Because seriously, that's what the women looking for. I don't give a fuck where they are on the damn planet and shit, but see, a lot of men don't want to do that. And then, they're going to bitch about, I'm seeing too much shit. Like, I'm tired of hearing about that Pookie and Ray Ray shit. Tired of hearing about that shit. If your ass scared of some low life motherfuckers, shit, you don't deserve shit. No, I'm going to say that shit, man. Talking about, Pookie and Ray Ray, she went for Pookie and Ray Ray. So you saying you lesser than her. Well, yeah, her too, but lesser than him. Man, what the fuck is that shit? Shit. Man, put me in a room with Pookie and Ray Ray. At my age now, put me in a room with a bunch of Pookie and Ray Rays, a bunch of Chad and Tyrones. Hell, let's throw some money. Let's throw some high value men in there too, supposedly making more money. Make sure they millionaires. Put us all in a room full of group of women. Put me with like 20 other of those motherfuckers, represent all of them. And put us in with a room with 100 women. And trust me, I'm going to beat them all out. Because that's how you got to be. And somebody come on here, oh, you wouldn't beat them up. Get in my goddamn face and say that shit, motherfucker. Shit. Because I'm tired of weakness, man. Motherfuckers projecting their own bullshit. Nah, that's how much confidence I got in myself. Because I ain't scared. What the fuck I'm worried about some damn thug, man? I handed subpoenas to armed drug dealers before, man. Fuck that shit. Or some motherfucker who supposedly look better or some shit. What the fuck? Women want a man. They don't want no pretty ass motherfucker looking prettier than them. And the money thing, I already told you, money don't get women wet, so the fuck? Yeah, people say, Rom, you getting rough. Nah, you know what, man? I'm just tired of shit, man, because all this shit we got going on, and motherfuckers acting weaker, in my opinion. Men should be getting stronger. Got all these people up here saying, well, you do this, and I'm like, damn, the shit getting worse. Shit. This shit fucking getting worse. Hell, the women getting thirstier, because if the men were stepping up, the women wouldn't be as thirsty. And yeah, I don't care who the woman is. A woman wants to submit to a man. They ain't you got to force them, but the dude got to be a leader. Shit. The dude got to be a motherfucking leader. And he got to be that man who's just going to do what he going to do regardless of her. Shoot, I've met scores of women over the years. Maybe in the hundreds and shit. They say no matter what, they want that man going to check them. They want that man going to say zip it. They want that man just going to take charge. They want a man who's going to be a man. But see, that's a big problem out here. There's a video I did a long time ago. It was called talking about Amazon women and shadow men. Now, yeah, we can jump on the women. Yeah, you got a lot of women out here being masculine, but if you get a critical mass of men who stand up and be men about it, women have no choice. Shit. In fact, a lot of those Amazon type of women, they'll pay. They'll pay for a man to dominate them. Shit, I've dealt with some of those type of women and stuff. They be trying all that shit, then as soon as you like raise your voice to them or snap on their ass, then totally submissive. And yeah, I'm gonna have to be raw, because apparently that's the only thing that get through the motherfuckers. You know what? I actually had somebody say it. No, it wasn't to me. It was somebody else or something. Talking about, well, if you could be nice to them. Motherfuckers ain't listening to that. That's how men talk. Shit, you join the army and shit, that drill sergeant ain't gonna be all nice and kind and motherfucking shit. If you're on a sports team, the coach ain't gonna be, oh, if you do this, it'll be like, man, run, block, motherfucker. They'll get it right in your face and shit. Because it's for your own motherfucking good. Because seriously, man, I'm seeing all this shit. Because it's all related. All of it's related. Men complaining about the women, complaining about the men who get the women, instead of saying, okay, what they doing to get the women. Say what you want about Pookie and Ray Ray, but really, they don't put up with that shit. Chad and Tyrone, they don't put up with that shit. You looking at it like some external factors, it's a fucking attitude. Shit, a man might not be either. I did a video last week talking about, especially in the black community, but you know what? This in the white community too. This in the white community, Hispanic community, Asian community. When a man stands up and ain't putting up with that shit, he don't have to be no thug or something. The women gonna respect that shit. In fact, I said that shit before. It's actually better if the woman respects you than loves you. Shit. It's actually better. Let's see, a lot of dudes, you know, they want to sit around and cry and all that. Oh, women don't want me. Women don't want me because I'm short. Okay. I've seen some short dudes get a woman. You know why? Because they stood up like men. You still got balls, motherfucker. You can still do some shit. Shit, I know this guy. He's an older guy. Dude in his 70s. Oh, 5'2". And one of his women popped out a kid. He already had numerous kids. And I know somebody who knows him real well. She told me about it. Yeah. In fact, that same woman who told me about it said if he wanted something, she would have gave him something. She taller than him. But he was a man about his shit. He ain't play. He did not play. You know, he ain't use no excuses. He ain't look like no fashion model according to her. She said it was all about the force of his personality and shit. But it's about being that man. It's about being sovereign. That's why I even talk about it. Because even if you look at my book, Nice Guys and Players, all of it ain't just about some... I don't have any real tricks in there. It's about being a state of being. About developing yourself to the best of your ability. When I talk about the house of the man, and that's just one term. That ain't something I invented. Or I use that term... like Master Yao had used the term the house of the man. He didn't invent it. Man, that shit go back to indigenous societies. When they had rites of passage, they made sure a boy could do several things. And if he died during that rites of passage, they felt like, oh, okay, well, this is all we can do. That's how deep that shit is. That's how fucking deep that shit is. What's the house of the man? That man who can be that warrior. Women, hey, that motherfucker who can lay out a body, that dude who going to get up 3 in the morning, they hear that sound. This woman can just lay in the bed. Hell, man, even if they laying in bed together, a man should be laying closest to the door. When he walking down the street with her, he need to be in a position where he can fuck some shit up. I actually saw a video one time, this dude walking with this woman, and some other dude came the other way and touched her. The dude didn't do anything. Yeah, I know that relationship was over. Shit. Gotta be that warrior. Gotta be that thinker and shit. Too many dudes on some emotional shit. Like I said, if I say this same shit all calm and stuff, people like, yeah, I say, okay, let me get a little hot for it, because that's the only thing that seems to move a lot of motherfuckers. You know? Motherfuckers, now, it's alright to have some emotion, but when men solve problems, men think. Men get to the point. We don't bitch about it. That's why I don't like a lot of platforms. They're bitching about the women. I don't hear any goddamn solutions. I don't hear any solutions, like real solutions. Because even when I talk body game, shit, if you really get in the body game, that's going to fire you up, build your testosterone. It's going to bring out the man in you. Shit. But motherfuckers, shit. But you gotta be thinking. You gotta say, okay, we got a problem. That's what a man do, solve a problem. You know? Don't run from it. Say, nah, we're gonna solve this shit. You know? Now, Hunter. Shit, that's man making money and shit. Because you know what, man? I'm gonna tell you what pissed me off, man. And somebody said something on my Money Matters channel. Because I did a video a while ago talking about all these American men talking about they, you know, don't want to work and everything, right? And talking about, oh, I don't want to work. Oh, you know, they're not paying enough and all this other bullshit. Oh, I don't want to enriching them and shit. Well, motherfucker, who's going to take care of you? Fuck that shit. A man that's supposed to make money and not to impress no damn women. Because if they were in my presence saying that shit, man, probably would have smacked the motherfuckers, man. That's some weakness right there, man. That's some motherfucking weakness. Any man should want to work. And if he ain't liking how much he getting on the job, either get some certification or figure out a way to make more money or get another job. Like, I've always joked about having 1,000 jobs. I've had scores of jobs. That's because I always stayed working. Been working since I was 14. Ain't always, and shit. Hell no, all of them didn't pay like that. But I did what I had to do. Hell, college and shit. Even though I had partial scholarship, I was still doing some work, bringing in some extra money. Because when a man has a job, that's masculinity right there to stay busy. And you got some motherfuckers trying to justify why they can't work. Oh, they ain't paying enough. Oh, I don't need to. Oh, I don't want to contribute to society. Motherfucker, you contributing to food in your motherfucking stomach, man. Because a man should be able to take care of himself. He ain't got to be ruthless about this shit. When I say ruthless, hey, if you got to work on some job, whatever. Even during the pandemic, now I wasn't worried about everything doing this. But I told somebody if I was working on some job and I had, you know, they shut it down for the, you know, the lockdowns and stuff. I said I'd go work in a warehouse. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'll learn it. Man got to stay busy. The man got to hunt. You know, if this was a more indigenous society, you would like physically be hunting. In this society, it's about going to get that money. That's why women get hot. They get hot. They get wet for that hustler. Every single hustler I know is getting pussy. And then has some respect, has some sovereignty too, because he had some sovereignty, especially if he had his own business or something. He had his own hustle. He had some sovereignty because he could be fully boss of himself. Shit. But yeah, that pissed me off. Some guys trying to justify that shit. There ain't no justification for it. And if you come on here trying to justify, I'm just gonna block you, man. I'm tired of weakness, man. Like I said, it ain't about just getting some women just for the females and shit. Or paying some money, man. Get off that trick mentality. I work as hard as I do because I love where I live. I love to eat. Y'all see I'm a big motherfucker. I love to be able to eat what I want. I love to be able to travel. Shit. I love to be able to buy, like, if I want to buy, like, some shoes or something, I'd love to do that. I love to do all that shit. In this society, you need money to do that. I ain't worried about the women. And if a woman cool enough, you know, we cool, we spend some time, I don't have a problem with that, but then I want the option to. You know? That's how you gotta think. That is how you got to think. And then the fourth part, shoot, when you're dealing with a woman, man, you still gotta be in a position of dominance, man. You gotta be that restorer, that healer. That is the house of the man. People use different terms and shit, but whatever. You gotta be that dominant man. And let me clear up something. Like, you got some motherfuckers up there going to talk about, oh, well, you know, I'm a Sigma and all of that. Okay, if you're a loner, but if you want a woman or something, you want a family, you become an alpha. Every man could become an alpha. Yeah, I'm going to say it. I don't give a fuck. Motherfuckers want to come up with some shit, but then want some pussy. If you deal with the woman, you automatically, if you want to deal with the woman, you automatically put yourself in a position of leadership. And if you're not in a position of leadership, that means you following her, and trust me, she just using you. Fuck all that. Motherfuckers come up with all this shit, try to justify some shit when the real issue is you ain't sovereign. I don't give a fuck who get mad because of it. Maybe you need to get mad. Maybe you need to get sick and tired of this situation. You know? Fuck that. Up there bitching about the women, bitching about the men you seeing get the women. Man, that's some bitch ass shit. But then get mad, then get mad when somebody try to tell you some shit, try to help your ass. And I'm like, at the end of the day, you one fucked up over it. And yeah, I'm just being rougher in this because, like I said, it seemingly this, you know, when I was saying it all nice, doing numerous videos, being nice and calm about it, motherfuckers wasn't listening. I'm trying to help some people, man, because I'm going to tell you what, too. I don't talk about it a lot, but I be seeing some dudes getting straight up fucked up out here. And I don't give a fuck how, like, what some woman did or something. Because, okay, like, dudes complain about women. That woman didn't hold a gun to your head, did you? You got a choice whether to fuck with you. You got a choice. You got a choice. You made a decision. She do some foul shit, why you holding on to her? I told a dude that one time. I never forget. Decades ago, this older dude talking about this woman cheating on him. He has, like, proof. Like, proof. And shit. And she was fucking his head up. And I said to her, well, why you staying with her? Got a choice there. Motherfuckers putting pussy on a pedestal and shit. Hell, the good thing about being a sovereign man, a leader, the woman gonna come to you. Then that's one thing too. Let's just be real on some shit too. Because motherfuckers talking all this shit about, you gotta do this and do that for the woman. If you're a true leader, the woman coming to you. I'm just gonna say that, man. I don't give a fuck who I offend. Shit. At least, shit, you just gonna do your thing. The woman gonna find her way to you. Shoot, even if you do approach and shit, you gotta show that leadership, taking the initiative. She'll be receptive to a leader. You know? Shit, she'll put herself in your path. A lot of women actually do that. If a man thorough about it, they put themselves there. They want him to take charge. I don't care, choosing signal, code approach, whatever. But a lot of dudes want to complain. A lot of dudes, shit, what you complain about? You want the pussy, do something. You want that life, because really, the focus should be on living your best life. That's what your focus as a man should be, on living your best life. Your best life, your sovereign life. And don't act like it's cool. Some people be trying to act like it's cool. Oh, I don't want to work. Okay. You good living on your sister's couch or something. And then when she kick your ass out, then what? Or complaining, oh, these women, they ain't submitting. Yeah, they do submit. They do submit to men who are right here in the West. I don't care what country in the West. There's some men they submit to. Are you giving them something to submit to? Are you a leader? Can you responsible? Can you impact that woman's life outside of like dicking her down? Shit. And let's just be real. A lot of guys ain't even doing that right. And that's a whole other conversation. But can you be that? Can you be the man in a relationship, a king? Because that's what it comes down to, man. And people are saying the solution I'm offering is if men stand, you get men who stand the fuck up. And like I said before, that's my mission from God. That's my mission from God, to help men to stand up. And say, look, it's okay. Now, I know some people say, well, they call it toxic masculinity. Yeah, they don't call it toxic masculinity when somebody's like harassing them on the street. They don't call it toxic masculinity when some dude, somebody breaking into the house. They don't call it toxic masculinity. Like I said, they don't call it toxic masculinity if they're looking for you to just take charge of the situation. You know, they say a lot until they need you. You just being a man. You just being a man. Now, yeah, there is some toxic shit, but it's usually the toxic shit comes from some motherfucker who ain't truly a man. A real man, he just doing his thing. He's being a true king. And that's what men need to work. And like I said, that whole alpha and all, man, fuck that. If you want a family, you the alpha of that household. You the head of the household. You're the leader. Don't mean you're a dictator or anything. And I know some women will say, oh no, it could be like this, or, you know, we cooperate. And ladies who saying that shit, they on some bullshit, because they know if something happen, that dude don't take charge and take command, they lose all respect for him. That's why I don't even pay attention to that shit. Like talking to some damn toddlers, I just ignore it. Because as men, you just got to stand up, man. That's the ultimate thing. Anybody read my books, you realize it goes beyond just a man getting some women or something, man. It's about a man just standing up, you know? Because too many guys got that loser mentality and shit. And they wonder why a woman don't want to spread her legs. They wonder why that boss don't want to give them a raise. They wonder why they can't start that business. Shit. They wonder why some dudes who they feel like they are better than is getting a woman that they want. Shit. Yeah. Anyway. Did my little drive around and stuff. Yeah. I don't think Popo came. I actually drove past a Popo. Right past it. Yeah, because some people saw my video yesterday. I wasn't even concerned, man. Like I said in a couple comments, they mentioned it and shit. I was more annoyed. The dude messed up my groove. But even then, even dealing with cops, Even dealing with police officers, man, you carry yourself a certain way. I've been caught speeding and cops just tell me just slow down. Shit. Or give me a warning. Except for state troopers, but they ain't trying to be cool, but they were at least respectful about it and shit. So I was like, okay. I mean, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Here's the thing, man. This shit in life bigger than just getting some pussy. People pay attention, man. That's why I try. You know, I ain't gonna say I try. I work to convey that on my other channels. But people pay attention. Like I said, if I say something bad about women, I get everything. Yeah, those women, okay. But if you get a critical mass of men, seriously, you get a critical mass of men saying we ain't playing that shit no more, the women will change overnight. The women will change. And in fact, instead of bitching about Chad, Tyrone, Pookie, Ray Ray, ask yourself what they doing. Seriously, ask yourself. Because it's not even about their looks or whatever, or they committed some crime. It's always some action. It's always some action. You take an honest look at the men who ain't complaining about women. They always stand up as men. They embody the house of the man. If they got to be that warrior and shit, they'll be that warrior. They got to be that thinker, they'll be that thinker. They definitely ain't sitting around bitching talking about, I don't want to work and all of that as a man. That's some weak shit to me. And hell, they're going to knock that woman out in the bedroom. And any man can work towards that. Any man can work towards it. And if you ain't got it in you, shit, I gave you the tools. Gave you the tools. Me and some other content creators, we've given you the tools. But, a lot of motherfuckers rather listen to like some bitch ass sessions. And yeah, I'm gonna talk about it, man, because I got my young men I'm bringing up. So I gotta pay attention. It's about their future too, and the environment they in. So, just tell you. So that's all for now, all right? Y'all need to think about that. If you having problems and stuff, you need to look in the motherfucking mirror. Stop bitching about everybody else, because they ain't going to change. But you look in the mirror, you change yourself. Everybody else got to change in response to you. I want y'all to think about that. You think about that. If you change yourself, everybody else going to change in response to you. So as a man, stand the fuck up. Stop bitching. Handle that work. All right? I'm out.